Namaste. Welcome back to yoga. Join me in a wide-legged child's pose. Toes are kissing, knees apart. Bring the hands out in front of you and bring length to the spine, either resting your forehead on the mat or your chin. 5 deep breaths here in your child's pose. And then inhale, coming up onto the fingertips and walking over to the right hand side and bringing your forehead down to the ground. Holding for 3 breaths. And inhale up onto the fingertips, walking back to the center and over to the left hand side. And relaxing the forehead down to the ground, holding for 3 breaths. And inhale up onto the fingertips and coming back down into child's pose. If you want to roll your forehead side to side on the mat, massaging the third eye. And inhale up onto the fingertips, walk the hands back to seated. We're going to go into camel pose, starting with half camel, up onto the toes, looking over the shoulder, reaching down for the ankle, and you can sweep the opposite arm over the face. Make sure the hips are stacked over the knees, and to come out, drop the hips and go down into child's pose. And we're going to repeat on the other side, looking over the shoulder, reaching for the ankle, and option to sweep the arm across the face. To come out, drop the hips, and take a rest in child's pose. Option for full camel pose. You can bring your hands onto the lower back, fingers facing upwards, looking over one shoulder, reaching for the leg, and then the other. And you can drop your head in your camel pose, opening the heart chakra and the throat chakra. And to come out, dropping the hips and resting in child's pose. When you're ready, you're going to come onto one knee and extend the other leg out. Bring the hand onto the leg, not the knee, and stretching over the side. Breathe deeply, and you can repeat on the other side, coming onto the knee and extending the leg, using the leg as support and stretching out the side. Again, you can take a rest in child's pose. Inhale, curl the spine up onto tabletop, all fours. We're going to inhale, lift the tailbone for cow, lifting the head. Exhale, drop the tailbone. Look at the navel and really push out of the mat for cat. You're welcome to repeat your cat-cow. And when you're ready, join me in a plank position. Option to drop the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, straight arms. Create some distance between the shoulders and the ears. If you want, you can roll the neck. And melt back down to the mat. Tuck the toes. Inhale, push up into plank. And exhale, lift the hips, sinking back for downward dog. You can keep your knees bent. And slowly straightening one at a time, walking your dog. And you can drop your hips side to side, wagging your tail. And when you're ready, look forward, step with one foot and then the other. Keep the knees bent, drop the head, forward fold. Inhale, hands on shins, straight back, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, curl the spine. Coming up into standing, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, bring the arms up, look up, Hastasana. Exhale, come down to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into plank. Option to drop the knees. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, mini cobra. Lower back bend. Exhale, down to the mat. Tuck the toes. Inhale, push up into plank. And exhale, lift the hips. Slide back into downward dog. Look forwards. Step forwards with the right foot between the hands. Engage the back leg. And inhale, arms up for crescent lunge. If this is too difficult, you can bring your palms down into prayer. And we're going to pivot the back foot. Make sure those hips stay low. Bring the arms out for warrior two arms. And bring the right hand down on the inside of the right foot. And bring the left arm over. Sink the hips down. You can look up or dead ahead or down. Bring the left hand down, pivot the back foot, and come back into downward dog. When you're ready, look forwards. Step the left foot between the hands. Engage the back leg. And inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. If this is too difficult, bring your hands down into prayer. And we're going to pivot the back foot, coming out for warrior two arms. And bring the left arm down to the inside of the left foot. And bring the right arm over. Again, you can look up, or dead ahead, or straight down. Make sure those hips don't lift. You can bring the right arm down, stepping back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, cobra. Exhale, down to the mat. And push up onto all fours and back into child's pose. Take a rest in child's pose for 3 deep breaths. And when you're ready, come back up onto all fours. An option to go into plank or staying on the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Flip the feet. Bring the hands to the sides of the mat on the corners. Elbows out. Inhale, intimidation cobra. Exhale, elbows out. Down to the mat. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward dog. Look forwards. Step the right foot between the hands. Engage the back leg. And inhale, arms up for crescent warrior. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Take a deep breath in, lifting the chest. And on your exhale, you can come forwards for humble warrior. You can release your hands and step the right foot back and sink back in downward dog. Look forwards, step the left foot forwards, engage the back leg. Inhale, arms up. And interlace the hands behind the back. Take a deep breath in, lifting the chest. And on your exhale, coming down for humble warrior. You can release your hands, step back into plank, and downward dog. Look forwards, step, walk, or jump to the front of the mat, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees. Curl the spine, coming up into Tadasana mountain pose. Taking a few breaths here to slow down the heart rate. And come back to an equilibrium. When you're ready, inhale, arms up, look up, Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive, straight back, drop the head, forward fold. Inhale, hands on shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and step back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale, your choice of cobra. Exhale, down to the mat. Coming up into plank, either on the knees and then into plank or straight into plank. And then downward dog. Look forwards, step the right foot between the hands. Engage the back leg. Inhale, arms up. Make sure those hips are down low. And pivot the back foot, warrior one. Taking 3 deep breaths in warrior one. And then you can cartwheel the hands down, pivot the foot onto the toes, and step back into plank. Lifting the hips, downward dog. When you're ready, look forwards, step the left foot forwards, and inhale, bring the arms up. Ensure those hips are going deeper and deeper. And when you're ready, you can pivot the back foot, warrior one. Holding for 3 deep breaths. And then you can cartwheel the hands down, pivot onto the toe, step back into plank, and exhale, downward dog. Gaze between the toes, and try and stretch deeper in your downward dog. We're going to hold for 5 breaths, or you can drop down into child's pose. On your next inhale, look between the hands. Bring the right foot between the hands. Engage the back leg. Inhale, arms up. Crescent warrior. Pivot the back foot and bring the arms parallel to the mat, warrior 2. Gaze over the front hand and you can bring the palm facing upwards. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lean forwards. And on your next inhale, we're going to come into reverse warrior. Bind is optional. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, pivot the back foot, step back into plank and downward dog. When you're ready, inhale, look forwards and step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, arms up and pivot the back foot for warrior 1. Bring the arms down for warrior 2. Flip the front palm upwards. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lean forwards. Bind is optional. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant the hands down to the mat. Pivot the foot. Step back into plank. Drop to the knees and take a rest in child's pose. When you're ready, coming into a seated position, extending one leg out and bringing the sole of the foot to the inside of that thigh. Make sure you're sitting on the front of your sitting bones. Take a deep breath in to lift the chest, and on your exhale, walk the hand down the leg. If you can grip the foot, use it as an anchor. Otherwise, using the leg as an anchor, we're going to try and keep the back as straight as possible. And over time, you will adjust to the position. Make sure the toes are facing you. If this is too difficult, you can bend the bottom knee. Holding for 1 minute on each side. Inhale, come up and switch the legs. Take a deep breath in to lift the chest and exhale, walking forwards, using your leg as an anchor or the foot. If this is too difficult, keep the bottom knee bent. Holding for 1 minute. And on your inhale, come up. Bring the soles of both feet together for butterfly pose. Trying to keep that back straight. If this is uncomfortable, you can put pillows underneath the legs to support so that your back can be as straight as possible. If you can, take an inhale to lift the chest, and on your exhale, leaning forwards, perhaps bringing your hands onto the mat or the elbows. maybe you can bring your head down to your feet. And inhale, come up. Keep the soles of the feet together. And vertebra by vertebra, using the core to keep you stable, slowly coming down to the mat. And you can either have your hands out to the side or resting on your thighs. Taking deep breaths here for your meditation, finding calmness within. If this is uncomfortable, you can keep the legs extended out and let the feet flop to the side. And when you're ready, bring the left arm underneath the head as a pillow and roll onto your side for fetal position. Using the right hand to push yourself off of the ground and into a seated position. You can gently open your eyes, gazing at the tip of the nose. And we're going to walk over to the left. Drop the elbow, exhale down. Inhale, bring the right arm up and over, stretching out the right hand side. And on your inhale, come up, walking over to the right. Exhale, drop the elbow. Inhale, bringing the left arm up and over. And on your inhale, coming up. Both hands out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Scoop the arms up, meeting the palms in a prayer. And exhale, bring the hands down to heart. Gently bow your head. Thank your body for its practice today. I thank you for coming. Namaste.